Scott Walker is losing a little bit of altitude in public opinion.
If the gubernatorial election were held in Wisconsin today, not only would Scott Walker lose, according to one of the latest polls, but the state is evenly divided on whether or not they actually want to recall him out of office. Even the latest right-wing poll, the conservative activist Rasmussen poll, just polled in Wisconsin, and their poll even shows that Wisconsin hates what Scott Walker and the Republicans are doing. They're against it by 13 points. The conservative-leaning Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, which endorsed Scott Walker for governor, today that paper came out against what Walker and the Republicans are doing with this union-stripping bill.
The U.S. Bishops' Committee on Domestic Justice. The debates over worker representation and collective bargaining are not simply matters of ideology or power, but involve principles of justice, participation, and how workers can have a voice in the workplace economy. It sounds like they support collective bargaining.
That the governor may not be winning the battle for public opinion right now. How concerned should you agree with that, first of all?
All I know is when not talking, we're wasting valuable time about collective bargaining, which I don't ever remember being a part of last election's discussion whatsoever. But most of all, you know, to me it just looks like the classic overreach.
Same poll also asked nationwide whether or not people oppose or support what Governor Scott Walker is doing in Wisconsin. 77% of people, 77% of people in the country say that unions should be able to hold on to what the Republicans in Wisconsin are trying to take away from them. 77% of Americans are for public sector collective bargaining rights.
When you looked at our poll, you saw some reasons for Democrats to dig in. 77% of the American people said they agree that state and local government workers who are part of unions should have the ability to negotiate through collective bargaining over benefits and pensions, which is what Scott Walker wants to take away from them.
They are at the point now of not just losing, but losing really dramatically publicly in a way that nobody will ever be proud of. They're now at the point of scraping the bottom of the barrel for the most desperate tactics they can think of to win.
The move comes just as a new Wall Street Journal poll finds 62% oppose efforts to strip government workers of their collective bargaining rights. Seems like Republicans have gone against the polls. Are they therefore on the losing side in this issue?
It means that Republicans aren't winning the PR war.
Republican state senators who are supporting Scott Walker on this are now facing their own recall drives.
At the end of the day, do you think we'll see senators recalled? Yes, from both parties. Mike Tay, will we see senators recalled?
We will absolutely see Republican senators recalled.